The Alpha Sessions.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Alpha Sessions with Lucy Wroe, and today Sarah Louise is back and she's very festive.
Hey Lucy.
Hello. You've brought all the festive cheer with you and
Aww.
I love that. And we were just saying this is like possibly the first time we've had a Christmas song played.
I feel so honoured.
And I can't believe that because we've just had our 15th anniversary and that's a lot of
That's
years.
15 years of
It's a lot
no
of
Christmas.
it's a lot
What's
of
going
years.
on?
So I'm glad you brought it with you.
Yay.
But you've been on a few times. First
Yeah.
time online and now we're in person, which feels just so much more natural. And you've released a lot of things since you last came on. It's been a busy year.
Yeah, I've been a bit
busy
sort
year.
of frantic this year, yeah.
Yeah, well, in a good way though, in a good way.
Yeah.
Very productive kind of frantic.
Yeah, and also impatient. 'Cause,
Impatient.
yeah, I'm like, I need to release that.
Yeah.
that. I can't wait because I think life's too short. What if something happens to me and it wasn't out
That's
there?
a good point. It's a good point. And I mean, it's all good stuff as well, and it's all varied stuff, which is
Aw.
it's a lot to talk about here. Most recently, a Christmas album, which hence the Christmassy Christmas that you brought with you, but also an album called Dreamers Country.
Yeah.
Which are two very different projects. but I
Totally,
want to talk about them
totally
more.
different.
So how has this year been compared to, other than frantic? How do you feel? How would you round up this year?
I feel like I've been all in this year.
Yeah.
I haven't taken any prisoners. No, I've basically not had a life, basically. Everything's been music. And a lot of people have said to me, when are you free? Like 2026? Because the only way my friends catch up with me is in my Instagram stories now. Because I'm just so full on busy because I decided from January this year to go all in and make it the best. Because there was such a time where I had loads of months with all this material and I couldn't do anything with it because of lockdown and everything. I was like, right, okay, come on, this is it, I've got to focus. Now I can go to Nashville, now I can do that. So I've been to Nashville this year, been to Annoyed Art this year, been on a songwriting retreat. It's been amazing. I've done songwriting workshops, met some amazing people, and I feel maybe country isn't just me. Maybe, you know, I'm about more than that. And a lot of people have said to me, why don't you just explore what you've got? Like, you're so versatile. Why are you sticking to one area? And do you know what? This is the first time I haven't been nominated for a BCMA award, but I actually feel quite liberated about it. I'm like, actually, at last, I might have just escaped. I'm not saying that it's not, I'm not wanting to be there, but I almost got stuck in this country musician world, and it's such a niche. I felt like I couldn't get out of it. And this year, my first single, Half of You, that I released was a singer-songwriter single. And I felt really weird doing it, but I've kind of got addicted to other genres now. I'm like, oh, let's try that. Oh, let's try that. And it's like, oh, and the next one will be dance. You know, it's just going in different areas, and I'm not scared anymore because I don't feel like I've got anything to lose. I just want to be myself. And people keep telling me and have kept telling me what to do my whole life, and now I'm just like, I'm just going to do what I want.
That's the way to do it, because you don't, like you say, you don't want to waste time. You don't want to put yourself in a box and then realise years down the line that you could have spent all this time doing what you really needed to do and wasted it.
I've just got to discover where I'm the happiest.
Yeah.
That's what I've got to decide, because I'm so stuck with should I be doing this, or do you think I should do this to earn more money? Do you think
Yeah.
But actually, I'm trying to find my happy, and finding my happy and earning money at the same time is really difficult. It's like with busking, I've enjoyed busking because I can sing my own songs, and it's made me realise, do you know what, people actually do like your songs, and just do it, Sarah. But there's also another part of me, because I've written children's music as well. I love children, they're my favourite people, and there's a lot of people saying to me, when are you going to do some more mini vibe sessions, you know, you're going to do more children? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, a part of me wants to, but then I'm like, I know if I start doing children's sessions again, it will take me away from Sarah Louise. So I feel like I'm two different people.
Yeah.
But I'm finding my happy and trying to find where I should sit and stay and commit.
This is the thing, isn't it? It's always the dilemma with creatives in general, but I think especially with musicians, where you end up on a path, and then people start to expect things from you. So you get a country audience, and you want to keep giving it to them because they love it.
Yeah, and then you're like,
But
actually,
you
do I really want that?
it. But then equally, like, if you start experimenting with loads of things, people start to say, like, oh, she hasn't got a very serious... Like, if people in the industry have always got this idea that
and then,
you need to have a
you've let
sound.
People down because you've explored, and they get used to you, and they feel comfortable with you, but then they start to get annoyed with you because they want to know where they are with you. But you've got to know where you are with yourself first.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's where I'm at. So I've experimented with a lot of things and worked with so many people this year, and I feel really, really grateful that I've had that opportunity to create music, because as long as I'm staying in creation, I'm happy. It doesn't matter.
Do you think it's easy to get distracted by that kind of focusing on a path, thinking like in a business way, and then you feel liberated and you start to write whatever you want to write, and actually I think you kind of realise that it's more about meeting people, it's more about networking with
I
finding
thought that
friends
Nashville was the be all and end all for me. I thought I just want to live in Nashville, I want to be in Nashville. But when I went there the second time this year, I got stuck in the songwriting situation where people are going, right, you need to write this, and you need to do this, and this needs to have this hook, and da 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 da. Everything's got a structure. I'm like, whoa. I don't like this. No, I don't want to write for this reason. I want to write from my heart. And people are saying, oh, Sarah, you can't be like that. You've got to just write for someone else. If I want to write for someone else, then that's fine. But that's not what I want to do. Like, I want to be a songwriter, but I need to feel the song that I'm writing. If I can't relate to it, doesn't mean I want to make it all about me. I just want to make it relatable for others, because I know that I can bring that emotion out in that song. I'm not faking it. I can't just pretend that I know what that situation means.
So being in Nashville was like a realisation.
Oh yeah,
it's
like
a changing point.
Okay, maybe it's not the be all and end all. I think it made me realise that being in Noida, in nature, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you've got to be at peace with yourself. It doesn't matter where you are. But taking some time out for myself, just that 5 days, even though I fell down the stairs and damaged my elbow, which meant I couldn't play guitar, it made me realise it's not all about the destination. It's about where you are in here.
True. Yeah,
and being in nature made me realise that I didn't need Nashville to be happy. The reason I love Nashville so much is because the music is everywhere. Music is even if you go in the public toilet. As soon as you get off the aeroplane, you hear music in the airport. Live music is everywhere, and that's what I love about Nashville. But I don't want to get stuck in a commercial roller coaster.
Right.
I just want to be myself, and I feel free in nature.
Yeah. I feel that about London as well. It's a city thing, or like a music city. There's a lot of music in London, and it's great to be around it all. But then you kind of compromise because
you soak it up, don't you? And then you go back to reality. It's like, wow, fields, fresh air. It's like birds, lakes, other sounds than buses. Amazing.
And it's so much more inspiring in a way.
Yeah, because you can't write in chaos.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I think
unless you write chaos.
Yeah, in the beginning you write chaos and you're like, wow, this is full of so much inspiration, and then you just sort of get too full and you need to just get it all out, empty it out.
I mean, I can understand, like when I listen to people like Lewis Capaldi, I think I wonder where he was when he wrote that. He definitely wasn't somewhere busy, because he's got in touch with so much emotion in his song. He must have been somewhere really free of, like, because he's from Scotland. There must be lots of mountains around him, right? I just think. Yeah, there's different ways to write. So now I'm going to give myself once a week a trip away with my guitar. Just go somewhere, like a beach, a lake, or somewhere where there's nothing. Like, no network would be good, because I get so distracted with social media. So just to take myself off once a week, just to go somewhere and write, and just write whatever comes out, like a mind map, and just boom. Stick it all out on a bit of paper and see what happens.
And this is why this year has been so productive in terms of writing and releasing stuff, with Dreamers Country and with the Christmas thing. I
didn't really write anything on Dreamers Country. It was all a selection of stuff that my audience wanted me to sing. Yeah. So it was covers for them to say thank you for supporting me. And because the Now EP was this time last year, was so successful, I thought, well, it's now time to give them something back because they've streamed it and got it to #1 album in the in the iTunes charts, and that took me back. I was like, oh, people like my music. Oh my god! I was so overwhelmed and so happy. I loved it. So this time, I haven't released an original album this year, and it's felt weird because I wanted so badly to release my album in October, which was called 5 Year Plan. Mm-hmm. But I've spoke to a couple of my mentors and they've said, don't be stupid. Like, what are you doing that for? You're rushing it. Like, it's not finished. It doesn't matter if it's next year now, because you know this is called 5 Year Plan. It's ironic that it hasn't gone to plan. But I'm going to bring it out next year now. And I compromised with putting the 3 songs that I wrote with Ian this year on that Christmas album. So at least I've got a little bit of my originals out so that people have something. Because when I'm going busking, a lot of people don't have social media and don't have Spotify. They're like, when are we going to get the Smile on the album? When are we going to get Just For You on the album? I'm like, oh. So instead of writing a jazz album, which I don't have time to do, I wanted to put it on the Christmas album because they're the songs that I wrote with him. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you played that one of your little Christmassy covers for us today, and we had a deliberation about which one you were going to do. But I feel like Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is it's a very nice one. It's sort of like there's energy to it, but it's a calm kind of energy.
Well, because there's so many different versions of it, Lucy. Because Michael Bublé sort of hang a shining star upon the highest bough, but really what it's about is reuniting with people that have died. But I don't like that, because I just think, I don't want to be sad when I'm singing it. I don't want to think sad. I want to think, come on, this is a chance for us all to be together and let bygones be bygones and just be grateful for the ones that we still have with us, rather than let's think about all the people that have died. And it's really sad times, isn't it? So it's like, because it's got now in it, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas now. It's like, don't think about the future, don't think about the past, think about right now, because that's what's happening. So you can't bog yourself down with what's going to happen or what could happen. Just enjoy everything now. Don't think, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. Just look at what you got.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends that are dear to us will be near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends that are dear to us will be near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon
The Alpha Sessions.
Is that what you hope your music is sort of a vehicle for, like optimism? It's just a way of
Oh, totally.
making people
and
feel
I didn't
better.
realise that's what I was supposed to do. But someone said to me, because last time I was in here, I sung my song Sunflower, and it was all about positivity and self-realisation and like, don't listen to your conscience unless it's good. And it was almost like you've got to mind your own mind. And you've got to be positive. Like, positive thinking, it literally leads to so many things. People can cure themselves of cancer from thinking positively. And I believe that people can get some happiness from my music. And it's not, oh, you listen to my music, you should think this. I love the different stories that people tell me that my music has done for them. And I couldn't wish for a better audience where they're just sharing all the love and re-sharing it. And then that... And do you mean this, Sarah? I'm like, well, no, but I do now. You know, if you've got that from that, brilliant. There is no rules. You can think what you want about the songs.
Yeah,
if that brings you joy, great. Yeah. So yeah, it's all good.
And how do you connect with your audience most? Because I know, like, I've seen your Spotify Wrapped, which is fantastic, by the way. Like, I saw something like 200,000 streams.
Yeah, but it's so inconsistent though, and it really sometimes gets me really stressed out. And lately, I've had a bit of a problem because. Spotify messaged me and said to me, oh, this hasn't happened and someone's put your songs on a playlist and it's gone sky high and we're worried that something's happening. I'm like, oh, what have I done now? You know, and it stresses me out. But really, what's happened is, so I'll post a reel and someone will share it loads of times and then suddenly I'll go whoosh and then Spotify think I've done something wrong because I get like an increase in followers like overnight, and they're on to me thinking I've done something wrong, and I'm like, well, I'm just being myself.
It's a bit backhanded, isn't it? Spotify getting onto independent artists.
I mean, they give us like what 0.003 pence a stream,
and then you have a little bit of success, and they're like, there's something wrong here.
So I've really had to fight for my Spotify this year.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of problems with Facebook. I've had scammers set up fake accounts for me. And I've just really had to plough down and go, come on. So I've focused on YouTube and tried to get my subscribers up, and it's a long slog, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a long game. Like, some people will shoot up straight to the top and you think, how are you doing that? But actually they might just plummet right after that, you know. But if you just
you've got to stay consistent with that's why I want to keep releasing, because I don't want people to get like, oh, well, she didn't release nothing for ages, I'll unfollow her. And I like sharing stuff, but I've now stopped telling people to pre-order because I'm getting a bit bossy. I'm like, oh, I've got another song, can you pre-order it? And they're like, for God's sake, we only pre-ordered one 2 weeks ago, Sarah, calm down. So I'm like, you can pre-order it if you want to. Please do it.
This is the thing. How do you keep up the consistency and being in front of people and engaging with them without being too much?
Yeah,
where's the balance? Where's the balance?
I don't really know what the balance is. All I know is just be yourself. Yeah. Like, I can't be anyone else. And if people think that I'm too much, then unfollow me, because I can't be anyone else.
That's the secret, isn't it?
I'm not trying to do anything or be anyone. I was a Madonna tribute for years, and I had to go on stage and be someone else, and I was sick of it. I was earning money, but I wasn't happy because I was thinking, hang on, people like me because I'm Madonna. I want them to like me because I'm me.
Yeah.
And then I forgot who me was. So I've promised myself not to do that anymore and just to be me now.
Yeah.
Because there's too many other people are taken.
Yeah, true. Yeah. It's difficult to like be in that industry and get wrapped up in thinking that you need to like, present yourself a certain way. And then I think when it clicks, when you realise that actually there are people out there who will naturally just like me for me. And sometimes it takes a while to find them because they're not right in front of you. But then I think
learning to not give a you know what helps, because you've got nothing to lose. If you are your totally authentic self and you've lost people, good, because that makes room for new, the people that actually really do like you. Yeah. And there isn't any time to be fake. Like, we're literally here. Everybody's here for the first time and one only time. So don't fake it for anyone, let alone yourself. Like, just be who you want to be.
Yeah. I think it's the same for making your little community of musicians as well. Like, the people you work with and produce with and write with, you sort of go through a lot of these little avenues, like in Nashville, in writing rooms, and you start to think, like, do I like these people? Do I like being around this industry? And then eventually you find the people that you actually love, that you're friends with, and you realise that they understand you.
I met so many amazing people in Nashville. And do you know what? Some of them said to me things like, you're really inspiring, Sarah. You know, just to be around you just is so refreshing. I'm like, really? Oh. And coming from people that live in Nashville, and for them to say that to me just makes me feel really good. And I left crying my eyes out thinking I was leaving my family because I'd just made such good connections with them. But I know that they're friends for life because we're connected musically like that, and it's just really special community. Like, I don't know about you, but when you're in this industry, everybody feels like family, and it feels like a small circle because everybody kind of knows a little bit about what people are doing, and you hear of people's name. You don't necessarily meet them in real life, but you feel like you know them already. Just the social presence that they have, you thought, oh yeah, I know. It's like Charlotte Campbell. I don't know her personally, but I feel like I do because she's in the same type of boat as me, and I feel like I can relate to every single thing that she posts, and I know it's coming from her heart. You just know. Yeah. So, yeah, I know I can spot a fake person.
Now, you mentioned Ian earlier.
Yeah.
I want to go back to that because we talked about him a little bit earlier off cam. But he seems like a special bond that you discovered here. And he features, I mean, you spoke a little bit earlier about him on the album. So how did this relationship happen?
It's so funny because I bet he wishes he hadn't met me now.
Shout out to him.
No, but shout out to Ian Ray because he's such an amazing creator, and he is everybody's best friend on TikTok. You know, people come into his lives for calm and for zen and for the tranquility that he provides with his music is really chilled. Piano, beautiful acoustic stuff. He brings strings on board, and he writes to videos. Like, he'll find someone's video on TikTok and he'll create a song out of it, and people are just hooked. And I was hooked because I was like, this is mad. And I can relate to him because I'll like make up a jingle in my head on the way, and I'll be tapping the steering wheel and I'll start singing a song, and I'm like, he does exactly the same sort of thing. And I feel like when we're together, like in the room, I'll start singing something and he'll join in and we'll just make up a song like, let's record that, because it's fun, and he brings the fun back into music for me. And then I say, shall we write a song together? And he's like, well, you can't just write a song in a day, Sarah, you know. And he's been sort of winding me up saying, you're not a country singer, why don't you sing jazz? You're really good at jazz. I'm like, jazz? Pfft, no, I'm not singing jazz. And it's turned into a bit of a thing. And then we wrote a song, and it was a jazz song. And because it got to, like, our first song that we wrote together, we wrote in one day. It was almost like a, ha-ha, you said we couldn't write a song, and now we have, and now it's gone to number 2, ha-ha. And then I said to him, because he was so good at that, I was like, oh, Ian, could you help me write a song for my mum's birthday, please? Because my mum has noticed that I've got a song for my daughter, a song for my dad, a song for my grandparents, one for my friend. And it's just like, oh, am I going to get one then?
Hang on a sec.
I was like, you can't ask for a song, Mum. You can't. You just can't. You have to wait to get given one. So for her 70th, I surprised her with a song. And it was really special because I wrote it with Ian. And Ian's wife helped me as well because she's obviously a mum. And I was like, what do you think I should say here more? Than she's like, well, how about this? And oh, it was just so hard to put it together. But when I finally did, I was like, yeah, that's the one. Because my mum introduced me to musicals. I wanted to make it a little bit like a musical. And I was just really happy that Ian helped me. And then it got to number 1. I said to people, right, because I did like a private Facebook post, and I was like, hi everyone, if you could make my day and pre-order this for my mum's birthday, I want to release it on her birthday. If you can get this to number 1, it would mean a lot. And they did.
And they did.
I couldn't believe it. I was just like, what? And then I literally went busking that day and sang it live on FaceTime to my mum in Culver Square in Colchester. And I was like, look, Mum, there was it, happy birthday to you, and your song's number 1. It was really special. And yeah, that's why I chose to sing it today, because that's been quite a highlight this year, that song. It's a different genre for me, but it's helped me come to realise you're not just the country singer, Sarah, you know.
Sometimes a song just brings back a memory. You hear it played and suddenly it takes you back a while. As the years go by, I remember the things you said, the thoughtful things you did for me that always made me smile. It's my song for you. I hope you know how much I care. It's my song just for you, and the memories will always be there. Our special holidays that you plan for all the family, it always meant so much to me to spend some time with you. Remember the days I would ride on your bike to the park. You'd make up stories until dark. I thought they were all true. It's my song for you. I hope you know how much I care. It's my song just for you, and the memories will always be the time you took me to my first musical. I didn't understand it all, but I loved it anyway. You made me sing all the songs at parties to all of your friends. I now know how the story ends. It's my favorite to this day. It's my song for you. I hope you know I care. It's my song just for you, and the memories. It's my song for you. I hope you know how much I care. It's my song just for you, and the memories will always be there.
The Alpha Sessions.
And you've been in the charts a few times now. I saw you on the iTunes charts. How did you get into that world? Like, was it always accident? It's always just like you put something out.
Well, it's because I was learning, and I was like, why do all these people keep getting number ones? I want to get to number one. So I started getting jealous. Like, that's not a good trait to have, jealousy. But I was like, well, if they can do it, I can do it. Come on. So basically, it's creating the algorithm before the song is out. Mm-hmm. That is key. So pre-order dates are so important because it gets them to the algorithm, and then it becomes popular. So it's popularity, and then you get in front of Dolly Parton and Shania Twain. That's brilliant. For a minute. Well, and then they get back in, they're like, shut up, Sarah, I'm back now.
Well, it's a great achievement, though.
But
still.
like Keith Urban, I made a joke because Rosa Parks Boulevard got to number one, and I was like, hey, Keith, I've knocked you off the charts. And then it's straight back down. I reckon I got a little bit complacent there.
No, don't.
But no, I just wanted to have fun with it. But I realised you don't get too used to it. You know, without labels, you can't stay there because it's just not feasible. Because unless you're paying so much money for PR, you're not going to be able to stay there. But the fact that you can be there a little while just feels good. Just feels enough people care enough to order my song. Yeah. And that's what it is. And you get to chart for a little bit, and then people notice, like radio stations will contact you and say, oh, you're in the top 10, can we play your song? I'm like,
imagine no.
Actually, no, you're not allowed to play. So I'm not sending you a Dropbox link for that. No.
But that special moment, it's enough, isn't it? Just that little drop in the ocean.
Yeah, and it gives you confidence to go on and on and on.
Yeah, exactly. And people just see it for a minute, and then your audience completely changes.
But my key is now, like this year, I would have loved to get in the singer-songwriter charts as number one, but I didn't. But it's cool because I got to number 7.
Oh wow!
Oh, and I got to number 3. So
what more do you need?
But it basically means. And then my friend Nick said to me, who I met at Annoyed Art, he's like, Sarah, you are obsessed with chart positions. You need to get over it. And I was like, I can't.
It gets addictive though. When you start watching numbers,
it's a drug.
Yeah. When you start watching numbers, you can't stop watching them.
No, I'm in bed like this. I'm going.
checking it first thing in the morning.
743 streams, that's not enough. And then one day I dropped my phone on my lip, made it bleed because I was so tired. And I was like, you've got to stop this.
Yeah, that's life telling you, stop this, Sarah.
Yeah,
Stop.
it literally punched me in the mouth.
Yeah. But I think you can't really replace being in front of people, like busking, because you're on the busking circuit as well, and just being live, being there in front of people. You can't really replace that. Like, it's the number, it's reflected in the numbers as well when you get out there. But
if you see people on virtually that are listening to your music, it's a lift, because I'm like, wow, 7,000 people have listened to it in Japan. Wow. Yeah, but if I had 7,000 people in Japan in front of me, that's going to be so much better, right? So I think I'll go to Japan next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to sing in Japan and just get that drug even more, you know? Just to be surrounded with people that appreciate my music. It's just amazing. It's not like vain, but it's giving back. Yeah. They're restoring my energies to go again.
And I think that's the other good thing about watching. If you're going to watch digital stuff, don't look at the streams, look at the countries, look at where in the world people are listening to you, and then you realise that you've probably never met any of those people, and there's like hundreds of people in Japan.
When I see the videos that they've created from my songs, and they're like, it's going on and on and on, and I just thank every single one, but then I think, hang on, there's 7,000 of these, I can't thank every single 7,000, but I want to. I make it my thing now. Like every day I set an alarm on my phone, right, check your song stats, go thank all the people that have created videos, and I'm getting round to it. Yeah. Because I just want them to know, even if I just put, like, everyone that's created a video with sunflower, I try and go on and comment, thank you, with a sunflower. And they're like, oh my God, you sang this? I'm like, yeah, but thank you for using my song in your video, because it means a lot. Yeah. Because it does.
Yeah. If you engage with it, and it just gives back, and it gives back, and it's a snowball effect.
That's how I got another 1,000 followers this year. Yeah. From people using my videos, and for me thanking them for it, because Instagram don't always link your profile to your songs. It takes ages for that. So I like to try and just keep in people's hearts,
reality.
You know?
Yeah, it's just all about reality, isn't it? Like, you can't replace it. But is that why live is always a big thing for you? Because you perform quite a lot. I saw your October lists of dates one time, and it's just like listen.
Yeah,
dates.
I was tired even looking at that. But I've stopped doing that as much now because, well, I haven't, because December's full on. But I'm trying not to do too much. Yeah. Because I need a break. Like, my daughter's living back at my house now, and we've now got this thing where we watch Celebrity every night. And I know that's stupid, because I don't watch telly. I don't have time for television. But because that's what I've told myself. I don't have time for telly. Like, my friends will send me Instagram reels. I'm like, oh, I've got time to watch them. But why haven't I? My friends are engaging with me. They want me to see something. I should look at that reel. Make time for that. And I say to my daughter, come on then, let's do it. She goes, well, get off your phone then. So I have to put my phone over there so that I'm literally just with her that whole hour. Yeah. Because otherwise I won't make time for it. And then just disappears, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's important, isn't it?
And then she's an adult before I know it.
I know, but then it's hard to not play live when it's something that you just love to do. Because it takes so much time and a lot of energy, and in this weather as well, busking outside. But letting go of that, it's just like, it's a natural part of you.
Well, I have kind of said to some coffee shops, can I come in now?
Yeah.
can I sing in here?
I should hope so. Have you got any gigs coming up?
Yeah, I've got lots of private parties this year, which is cool, because I've got most of them from busking. So I've got some private parties in Woodbridge, and I'm also singing at a Christmas party in Kelvedon. Lovely. I'm singing at a Christmas meal, a get together in Earls Cone. So I'm sort of Essex based this December, but I haven't got any public gigs for people to go to, because people have booked me in for their private parties for Christmas. So everyone's going, well, where are you going to be that we can play? So that's why I've put on some busking dates, so that people can come and see me. Yeah. Because otherwise they can't see me before Christmas. Yeah. And I've got albums that they want to buy and they want to get them for Christmas presents. And it's just nice to see people at this festive time of year and have fun with them.
Do you get to sing your originals when you do these events and weddings and things? Or
I throw one in, yeah.
How's the reaction? Do you feel a difference? They love it.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, shall I? And then they love it. They go, what's that? And I'm like, what's my song? They go, oh, it's brilliant. I'm like, yay!
Yeah. Rejoice.
So, like, I do one a set. So what I've been doing is Rosa Parks Boulevard, Be Real, which are all quite upbeat and fun. I just want people to get involved in that, and Sunflower, because I love it when the children come up to me and then I put sunflowers in their hair and then tell them, like, help them. They help me with the song.
Yeah.
Because the guy that produced the song with me, his daughter came in the studio and was like, Sarah, I love sunflowers. It's my most favourite flower. And that's why she was in my song, because she said, sunflowers are amazing because they just love you for who you are. And they stand to the sun and shine, and they help you shine. And they help each other shine. And the way that she was talking about sunflowers was like, that's exactly what the song's about. And then everybody in my group was saying, why don't you let her sing in your song? I was like, what a great idea. So that's why she's in that. So every time I sing a sunflower, I want to get children involved, because you kind of want to help them be positive.
Yeah.
And it helps their confidence, doesn't it?
That's your kind of mood, I think. There's there's a calmness, but it's a confidence. It's just like,
I try and give out sunflowers when I'm busking. So they're like, what's this for? I'm like, check it out.
Just take it.
Just look at it and realise, you know, this is a happy little flower.
Yeah. Now, the last song you played for us, bit of an exclusive.
Yeah.
Which I was very excited about. We love an exclusive. And it's not sad, but it's mellow. It's got a
it's not me at all.
We've talked about this a lot already, but the sound is changing. Tell me a bit about I Am Angel.
So, went on a songwriting retreat this year, well, 2 actually, and we got given a task to write a song about nature. And I was put in a group with Carol and Richard, great people, and Carol is hilarious because she was like, right, come on, let's write a banger. she's Scouser, bless her, and she just, come on, let's write a banger. And I just love her for that. I call her Carol Banger because she always wants to write a banger, bless her. But literally we had to get serious, and me and her getting serious, that's a big deal. And poor Richard, who was in the room with us, he was like head in his hands the whole time, he's like, give me strength. But we were like, okay, come on, what's your favourite thing about nature? And we all went round and she went murmurations, and as soon as she said murmurations, I'm in. I'm like, oh yeah. And it totally made me realise how much I loved that, but because she's reminded me I loved that, it was a sign to write a song about murmurations and about how they like come together as one and create all the different beautiful shapes, but they just know and they trust each other. And I just said, well, wouldn't it be nice if people trusted each other like birds do, and how people in life should come together and, you know, be united. And then we just come up with the melody, and it's like, follow me. And Carol said, follow me, I will save you. I was like, where did that come from? She goes, I don't know. And then we Googled murmurations, what the meaning of it was. And as Carol was reading it to me about the meaning of murmurations, I was writing all this stuff down, going, spheres and planes, moving waves, safety in numbers, da-da-da. I'm like, oh, we could just literally. And then Richard played something on guitar. I was mucking around like with finger picking. And I was like, safety in numbers. Oh, we could do something with that. And it just developed. And then when Shelley and Paul, who are our mentors, came in, they were like, well, this is amazing. Like, how has this happened? And they loved it. And when we performed it, we got such, because you all do a playback at the end of it, and we played it back, and everybody was like, they said it's goosey. It's like, it's really got to me. It's really moving. And because I was so serious for once, I think people were really listening. And I thought, well, maybe we should record that then. Let's just get that out there. And again, very impatient. And we got Ollie involved to produce it, and he put all the strings in to lift it up a bit more. And yeah, I really like singing it because it feels positive in a moving way. It feels like it grips and touches, I don't know, parts of life that people don't think they need to touch, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think we need something like that now, like in this the state of the world.
With what's going on. Yeah. It's like, hang on, stop and think. Yeah. Don't sweep over it. Don't sweep it under the carpet. Actually listen and have a look around at what's going on. Like, you don't realise how grateful you should be because you've got food and water and a home that's not been crushed. You know, really, people don't have the right to moan sometimes, and it annoys me, but yeah, I just think it's a realisation. And Christmas songs, happy, happy. And like when I was busking the other day, someone said, stop spreading joy because you're sticking the knife in. I was a bit offended at that. But then I've thought about, in reflection, I thought, well, maybe he's really that sad and he just wants someone to notice him. And I get it. And that's why I think this song might help at Christmas, because it might make people think, actually, it's not always joyful. Some people do actually need to sit and think about what's going on.
Just reflect a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful and we really enjoyed it. So thanks for playing it for us. And it's coming out, is it a secret when it's coming out? Or is it out there?
The 22nd. Well, there has been discussions that to hold back a bit because it's not so Christmassy. But I'm really positive about its release because people are off over Christmas and that'll give them a chance to listen to it. And whereas going back to work after Christmas, busy, people haven't really got time. Yeah. Whereas over Christmas, people might actually appreciate it a bit more.
Well, trust your instincts because it seems that you doing you is working very well.
Oh, thank you.
See, if anyone wants to find you and spread more of your positive energy everywhere, where can they find you?
Okay, well, I am now Sarah Louise Music Official. Bit of a mouthful. There's a lot of Sarah Louises out there. Yeah. And I just want to be the only singer Sarah Louise. So Sarah Louise Music Official, but I'm on YouTube as Sarah Louise Music.
Beautiful. And go and enjoy the Christmas tunes, all the non-Christmas tunes, the wintry tunes, the gigs, the joy. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Lucy. Thanks for chatting to me and understanding what I'm talking about.
My pleasure.
Save you. Follow me, and I